Today I will be discussing the comparison between Canadian abortion and labor rates. The purpose of this research essay was to understand the impact that abortion has on the Canadian labor force and indirectly the economy. Based on standard knowledge, it can be assumed that the results of this research essay would conclude that the impact of legalized abortion creates a negative impact on the economy, lowering the labor force. To begin this procedure, Canadian abortion and unemployment rates were researched. After investigating these rates in conjunction, various topics relating to Canadian abortion and unemployment rates were examined. Canadian divorce, crime, household income rates were analyzed, as well as foreign divorce and unemployment rates. These topics all relate strongly to one another as they share an economical connection. After completing the research portion of the procedure, graphs and tables were created to communicate the data in an effective and efficient way. Once the graphs and tables were completed, the correlation between sets of data was examined. After the correlation was examined, the mean, median, mode, max, and min were found. Finally, the written component of the essay was started once the statistical portion was completed. For the first graph, it can be seen that the average household income has improved compared to abortion rates. However, abortion rates are reported in the year of the abortion, and the economic impact may not be felt for 15 to 20 years. This was compared to other countries, and the results were inconclusive. Also, in comparison to police recorded crime, there was no correlation. And in comparison to Canadian divorce rates, there was no correlation. And in addition, household income does not seem to be related to abortion rates. According to Money Sense magazine, the cost of raising a child from infancy to age 18 is $166,000. In theory, 90,000 abortions would represent approximately $8 million in economic activity annually to raise those children. However, it is also assumed that those who chose to have an abortion would use those same funds in different ways rather than removing them from the economy. Abortion rates in Canada graph, the abortion rates in Canada graph, there's an R-square value of 0.3, which indicates that the correlation coefficient is 0.54, showing that there's a weak positive correlation. The initial increase in abortion rates may have been related to the pro-choice movement. The decline may be because modern birth control methods are more effective than in the past, and they're also more easily accessible. Although there is a weak positive correlation between Canadian abortion rates and the Canadian labor force, they are not directly related. So in conclusion, Canadian abortion rates and the Canadian labor force are not directly related, as there is a weak correlation between them. Factors such as the criminalization of abortion or changes in funding model may impact abortion rates in the future. And then if abortion becomes socially unacceptable, this would also impact trends and rates. All right.